Hey everybody, welcome back. So I finally built a cottage. I think I've had a couple of small builds on my channel, but not that many. I just have a hard time doing a small build. I don't know what it is. I try to start one and I end up not happy with it, and I end up bulldozing it a bunch of times, and I end up never putting out a video for one because I'm just never happy with it. So I'm really glad that I got to do this. I tried to keep it really natural and make it feel like it was kind of, I guess, like an unkept piece of property with like a lot of wildflowers and just sort of one with the nature and all that. So you could see I put the front entrance actually on the second floor, which was interesting to do. I've never done that before, and I really like how it turned out. I think the whole build turned out really pretty, really rustic looking, and I finally got to use some of the stuff from the Nifty Knitting Pack. I've heard mixed reviews about it, and I really enjoy it. I think it came with a lot of really beautiful items. It's obviously a very one-sided pack. There's not like a lot of other things that maybe you could use the stuff for. The workstations, maybe you could get away with using them like in a garage or something like that, but for the most part they're really not anything that you can use it for other than actually knitting. And the colors kind of look like Easter. Some of the colors, there's like teals, and the teal color I really love, and that's actually what I use in the living room in this build. But there's also like a lighter blue color and pinks and purples and yellows, and I could really see how somebody might think that it looks like really girly, and the wood tones are not exactly what you would find in the rest of the game. You know, I mean, I know it's always been an issue that the wood tones don't match from pack to pack. So I know that that's really frustrating for a lot of people. It's frustrating for me as a builder to not be able to mix a lot of the wood tones. I mean, you can get away with mixing some of the lights and the darks, but the ones that are similar in color, that maybe you like a certain window or a certain, you know, floor or something, and you want to use it, but then it clashes with different wood. It gets a little frustrating to kind of work out, but one thing I also do want to mention, if I'm going to be complaining right now, is the pillars. I don't know what happened, but when they did the update with the ladders for the base game, suddenly the pillars, when you try to place them on the second floor or the third floor, they don't want to be placed. They go inside of the house rather than on the outside. And I was having a really hard time with it. I was trying to figure out a workaround. I was getting really frustrated. I don't always like to drag up the pillar from the first floor to the second floor. Not only do they not all do that, but the ones that do that, when you go back down to the first floor, you have this big giant pillar that stays sticking up. And it's just an obstruction, and it really annoys me. So I usually put a pillar on the first floor and on the second floor. So what I found was, if you actually go to the floor that you're working on in the up and down menu, if that makes sense, usually you're able to place it. But they've done another update the other day, I think the day before Nifty Knitting came out, or maybe it was the day that Nifty Knitting came out. I don't remember which day it was, but they did some sort of another update, and now it's even harder to place the pillars. So I don't know if that's something that they're aware of, they're working on. I know it's been tweeted about, so hopefully it'll get in the hands of the right person and they'll fix it. But it's just a little thing that's just really bothering me. So I don't know if anybody else has noticed this. I'm sure there have been, because I have seen it on Twitter, but let me know if you guys have heard anything about it being fixed. Also, the Future Cube has been giving some hints about new things to come. I think we're definitely getting bunk beds. It's in the mobile game, and a lot of people have talked about what the Future Cube has said, and it definitely is hinting towards bunk beds, which I don't really do kids' rooms too often. A lot of the houses that I make, I usually do like 1 or 2 bedrooms in them if I'm doing a smaller build. The bigger builds, I definitely try to include one kid's room. And the stuff that we have for the kids, I think is really adorable and it's really fun to decorate with. So I'm not like too thrilled about the bunk beds. Take it or leave it to me. It's not like this deal breaker. I don't feel like super thrilled about it, but I think it'll be cute to decorate with them. And yeah, so there's other hints going on about what's coming in for the game pack, and I'm not too sure. I've speculated myself that they're hinting at maybe a farming pack. They've, given hints that include animals, and also thinking maybe it could be, I've heard that it could be some sort of fairy tale pack, which would be my ultimate pack. I'd be so happy with that. It would be perfect, and I hope that if that is the pack that we get new doors and windows, because sometimes I get really tired of using the Strangerville ones or the Realm of Magic ones, because those I feel like go with castle theme or fairy tale theme the most, which is fine, and they're a lot of fun to use, but sometimes when you use them over and over again, they get a little boring. So if we get something like that, that would be my very favorite pack. And another pack that I would be interested in is if they did some sort of travel destination, ski resort, something to do with winter. I haven't been able to build in The Sims 4 in winter yet. When I started playing, it was in, I think, March. So I haven't really gotten to do any like holiday builds or anything like that. So I'm really looking forward to the fall and what's coming up in the future. Please let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have any ideas about the upcoming pack, what it could be. And please hit that like button if you haven't already. I still have my shell challenge going on until I believe August 20th or 21st, I said. All the info is on my Instagram, and it's also up on my gallery if you'd like to download it. And I hope you all have a great day, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I put out new content very frequently, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.